Hello readers, welcome to Book Chat. My name is Leslie and I'm the lead of the Reading Safari and Stream programs for Monterey County Free Libraries. For our chat today, I have The Glass Hotel by Emily St. John Mandel. This book was published in 2020. It's 301 pages long and I absolutely flew through it over Christmas break. Even though, based on the description, I didn't actually think I'd be interested. So this book is the follow-up to Mandel's 2014 book, which is called Station 11. The two aren't supposed to be in a series, and, you know, they're not, as far as I know, but what I loved about this is that you can see echoes of Station 11 in The Glass Hotel. So there are some characters that reappear, and even the pandemic that is central to the plot of Station 11 is referenced in The Glass Hotel. And of course, for readers like me who've read both, I found those references to Station 11 to be pretty delightful. It makes for a richer reading experience, and I just like that so much. So the description of this book mentions a Ponzi scheme gone wrong. So for me, that was kind of like, you know, it didn't sound that interesting to me because financial drama, you know, I've got enough of that in my own life. And so I was like, you know, I didn't really feel all that interested. But I have to say that while the Ponzi scheme, it does inform the story, there's so much more to it than that. The character development is amazing. The writing is gorgeous. It's full of human desire, even ghosts, and that makes for a really, really awesome story. So I'm going to read you an excerpt from the book description because it's a really, it's hard to describe just by saying it. So I'm going to read you part of the description. Vincent is a bartender at the Hotel Cayette, a 5-star hotel on the northernmost tip of Vancouver Island. On the night she meets Jonathan Alcides, a hooded figure scrawls a message on the lobby's glass wall. "Why don't you swallow broken glass?" Leon Prevant, a shipping executive for Neptune Avramitis, reads the words and orders a drink to calm down. Alcides, the owner of the hotel and a wealthy investment manager, arrives too late to read the threat, never knowing it was intended for him. He leaves Vincent a $100 tip along with his business card, and a year later they are living together as husband and wife. High above Manhattan, a greater crime is committed. Alcides is running an international Ponzi scheme, moving imaginary sums of money through clients' accounts. He holds the life savings of an artist named Olivia Collins, the fortunes of a Saudi prince and his extended family, and countless retirement funds, including Leon Prevant's. The collapse of the financial empire is as swift as it is devastating, obliterating fortunes and lives while Vincent walks away into the night. Until, years later, she steps aboard a Neptune Avramitis vessel, the Neptune Cumberland, and disappears from the ship between ports of call. So, sounds pretty interesting, right? Well, it definitely is. I definitely recommend it. So many echoes in the book. There's 2 deaths by water, by drowning, and a lot of things that kind of circle back from the beginning to the end, and which is kind of interesting because the beginning of the novel ends up being the end of the novel as well. And I loved it. I loved it so much. I highly recommend. The writing is fantastic. Another great one by Emily St. John Mandel. I'm definitely a fan of hers now. And we've got this in our collection, should you be interested. Thank you so much for tuning in for this week's book chat, and I will see you next time. Keep on reading. Bye.